Those skills necessary, partner.
Man.
Oh, you know it. The guy can climb the ladder, can't he?
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
The Cavs tried to make a push for the playoffs last season, in a way going against the grain, but instead a disappointing season when it was all over. The coach and front office questioning the team's effort.
Well, the Cavs did make some big changes from last season, and they shouldn't have a problem staying motivated and putting in the effort this year.
Well, you know, Kevin, last year they were a very young group and didn't have the vet presence they might have needed. LeBron coming in, they've got brilliance in every category, leadership and play. He's got the clout of his championship rings. The whole mindset of the team is about to go to a very different high level.
Robinson, that's good.
And a lot of times his first quarter seems to dictate how big of a role he plays later on, and he's off to the good start.
Now the dish to AC. And the pass to Hardaway. New York moving it around. Anthony kicks to Bargnani. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bargnani's got his first basket.
That was a nice finish to an excellent possession.
Right side Robinson. Can't get it to go.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
They get it back. Here's Hardaway. Great D that time from LeBron.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic.
Now, here is Robinson. Shot clock at 5. Great touch on the 16-footer. Robinson's got his second basket of the night.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively they look great.
Galloway, the pass to Hardaway. Knocked loose and stolen by LeBron. Up the floor. Here's Robinson. Excellent D there from Anthony.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
And here's James outside. Goes back up. The shot is off. So New York will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, as they did in that game, it's going to be a long night.
It will be. I mean, you're right there. It's hard to snap yourselves out of that kind of funk. Once you get into it, it's just tough to break out of it.
A good job of spotting his teammate near the basket and zipping the pass right in there.
Knicks trail by 5. Pass to Ace. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Love. Oh, and here we go with Robinson. Nobody there. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. Galloway, guarded by Robinson. Galloway, the pass to Hardaway. The fadeaway.
Well, they're having a poor first quarter, shooting the ball at a pretty low percentage right now.
Robinson dishes to Irving. LeBron shot is off. Now let's find out what head coach Derek Fisher had to say to DB. Doris?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting or penetrating. We need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks, Doris. Well, last season, that even though he had hoped guys to remain in Nick, Carmelo Anthony wanted to at least experience free agency, and Steve, something that he's really never gone through.
Well, it's understandable, for a player of his notoriety and his caliber. You might not want to make a move to a new team, but just that feeling of having the choice, I think, is something that a lot of players crave during their careers.
Cleveland leading by 8. The drive by LeBron. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
They keep going down low with the ball, and it results in points. They're having their way in the paint.
And it's resulted in a big early lead, too.
Here's Galloway. That one rolling around and rims out. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And finished off by LeBron.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Third is Kevin Love.
How about the season he had in the paint? Just rebounding numbers were mind-boggling.
And so here is New York, down by 12. Anthony against LeBron. Anthony kicks to Bargnani. Mozgov grabs the board. Bargnani's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And James with the basket on the assist by Love. 10 points for LeBron.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Anthony drives in. Kept alive by New York. Hardaway passes to Galloway. An easy 2 points on the layup. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Here's LeBron. Here's Mozgov. Dishes to Robinson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Irving. And that's off the glass and in.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
And stolen by Love. And here's the fast break. Love leading the way. And the dunk by Robinson.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Here's Anthony following the score by Cleveland. Bargnani dishes to Anthony. And the shot is good. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
When he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
And here's Cleveland. It's a 14-point game. Mozgov with the bucket.
So far. On the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. I mean, just getting physical. It feels like they've gotten every rebound, Clark.
And so it's New York with it. They get it again. Bargnani lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Bargnani's got his second bucket of the night. Cleveland leading by 14. Irving attacking. That's good.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
Just seems like they've been a step slow here.
The Knicks shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. And AC kicks to Anthony. Fades back. And that's collected by Love. Love's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year, and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
And Nate Robinson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group in for the Knicks.
Jason Smith.
Here's Larkin. He's guarded by Love. Larkin kicks to Anthony. Clock at 6. Calderon has the open look. Offline with his 3.
The clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Pass to Mygm. Robinson goes in. Crump the bucket. Robinson's got 11.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment.
Knicks trail by 20. Well, the problem for the Knicks last year is that they didn't really do any one thing in an outstanding way.
Well, a lot of people wondered how they missed the playoffs, but when you look at them and analyze them, they were really an average team. It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Right side Robinson. The kick out to Irving. It's stolen by Calderon. And here we go. Calderon heading to the hoop. And he finishes the break with a lay-in.
Great D. He picked it off and took it all the way for the solo finish.
The Cavaliers leading by 18.
Well, even with the weakness of the Eastern Conference last year, the Knicks unable to get into the postseason. It was a subpar year across the board. They're looking to bounce back now.
Here's Irving. 6 points for him. Outside Robinson. Back to Irving. There's the bucket. Good. Irving's got 8 points.
Well, you know, when you look at most playoff teams, there's an established, clear identity of who they are and how they play and what they rely on night in and night out. The Knicks didn't have any of that.
LeBron drives in. And LeBron asked who would be on his Mount Rushmore of NBA greats, Steve. He went with Larry. He went with Michael Jordan and Oscar Robertson.
Well, you got to feel like he probably can sort of associate himself with the Big O. You know, the big body, the strength, the versatility. That's what Oscar was all about. That's what LeBron is all about. So nice to see LeBron's recognition of that era of the NBA.
Hard to argue with those selections. He also said he better be up there too, and I would agree with that.
Now here's Calderon. 8 points his last outing. And Anthony with the basket on the assist by Calderon. And it's 7 points for Carmelo Anthony. Cleveland leading by 19 points. It's deflected. Here's Love. Good on the baseline J.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Calderon kicks to Larkin. Irving with the steal. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. It's stolen by Anthony. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Larkin. Finished off the break. Larkin's got his first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, it's funny, back when LeBron joined the Heat, some critics said he's given up the chance to be the franchise player and carry his team. But guess what? No matter who LeBron plays with, he's always the franchise player. That's how good he is.
The Knicks making a switch here. Amundsen's checked in. Here's Larkin, and there's the defensive 3-second call.
And you think back to LeBron after the 2011 finals, many also questioned whether he had, quote-unquote, what it took to win a title. He's obviously answered those questions.
Now Amundsen. Back to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots it. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 20. Outside Robinson. Knicks with the rebound.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
And the Knicks miss again. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. James kicks to Robinson. Here's Irving. That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. And the buzzer sounds.